What's going on, guys? It's your boy Rome Legates back again with another video. So, you guys saw the title, and I wanted to talk to you guys, right? I wanted to be as transparent as I possibly can be. I just wanted to kind of be a little bit more personable with you guys and get some things off my chest that you probably don't know because I kind of stay and focus on fragrance reviews. I don't do really too much personal stuff. But I think it's time for me to get a little bit more uh, personal with the people that's been following me for years. Also, you guys that just started following me, years ago, 3 years ago, maybe even today. I'm gonna say this has been 10 years I've been doing fragrance reviews. I know that's crazy, right? That's like 10 years I've been fragrance crazy, reviewing, interviewing, doing everything that's fragrance related. And when I first started this back in the day, honestly, this was just a hobby, something that once I saw fragrance reviewers doing at the time, it was probably a dozen, maybe a little bit more, maybe 2 dozen fragrance reviewers at the time. And honestly, at that point, I was like, yo, I want to do this. I want to see if I can do it. And it was just for the passion. Now, you guys know times have changed. Fragrance reviewers and reviewing has changed dramatically, at least 3 times. And I never thought about making money with this when I first started. It wasn't even a thought. I had my job, I had my comedy, I had my 9 to 5 job, and I was fine with just reviewing something I loved, right? And learning about the fragrance on the journey and connecting with some of these fragrance reviewers and just making some long lasting friendships. And as things got, a little further into fragrance reviewing, like anything and everything, things changed. More people started jumping on to the fragrance reviewing, and I started to see which, at the time, my fragrance reviews were roughly between 1,000 and 1,700 views. That was when I first started doing for like the first 3-4 years. And then it just blossomed. Everybody wanted the fragrance review. And my views started to get a hit. And I don't know what it was. It didn't seem to be reaching as many people as points. So I was getting 50 comments, 100 thumbs up, likes, whatever. And, social media wasn't banging, popping like it is now. Nowhere near. I think we just had Facebook. And I think MySpace just was like dying down at that point. I know MySpace, right? So what I'm getting at is things have changed, and now we're not even called fragrance reviewers, we're called influencers. And as a reviewer, I kind of changed my scope and my vision of what I wanted my channel to be. My channel was popular because of my, I guess, how can I say it? The way I reviewed fragrance or the way I looked for fragrance brands is, one, I had to know who the perfumer was. One, I had to make sure that the brand wasn't super popular or hyped. And I wanted to make sure it wasn't easy to get the fragrance. I wanted to make it a task, a journey to get the fragrance because I thought that would make the fragrance more valuable to whoever I was reviewing a fragrance with. For example, Boadicea, at the time when I first started reviewing this in 2013, they weren't even available in America, right? And I knew that was something I wanted to jump on, and I did that. So once people started realizing that, hey, Rome, he's out here, putting these fragrance reviews out, and he's getting us some gems. That was kind of my thing. Nobody was jumping on that, so I had my little, section kind of locked down. But things changed. Algorithms started to play effect, and then money started to be a big factor. Like I said, these fragrance companies started paying us. These fragrance companies started sending us bottles. So that shifted where in my opinion, people that weren't really qualified to review fragrances just jumped on it because they had a pretty face, they had charisma, or something of that sort. Which there's room for everybody. Don't think that I'm hating on anybody. I just knew that that would affect my channel, and also at the point where I started to get, a little money, a little free bottles here and there. I was like, wow, this could be something, right? But when my viewership started to go down to 500, 400, to even 200 views, I was a little depressed. I'm like, damn, what's going on? And the reason I'm telling you guys this is because I made a decision right around the pandemic era. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take this fragrance reviewing a little serious. I'm going to take it, not a little, I'm going to take it very serious. And I started to buy more equipment, more lighting equipment. I upgraded my camera, which, well, I had a camera that was like 1080p, but I bought me a new phone to film on, which is 4K. And the viewership kind of shifted, started going up a little bit more, between 400 to 300 views. But that's a drastic difference between 1700. But what I'm trying to say is, for my channel to grow, for my channel to get better, right, I need your help. Honestly, I need your help. And the way I need y'all to do this is, if you like the videos, please share it with your friends, right? Share it on your social media platforms, on your stories. Tell people about my channel, especially if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy what I do. The only way I can say this is, I want to kind of make this our channel instead of my channel. In the past, I focused on fragrances I wanted to review because I like them. And don't get me wrong, I'm still going to review the fragrance that I think will be suited best for my audience, and ones that I like personally and put in my collection. I'm never going to put some fluff out there and just review something because I think you might like it and then get paid for it and it's a horrible fragrance. No. What I'm saying is that if you support my channel in the best way you can by liking it and sharing it, my viewership will go up, my popularity will go up, because now, YouTube recognizes that his channel is getting a lot of traffic, right? I just recently got monetized after 10 years of doing this, right? And I could have done it 4 years ago, but I didn't understand everything that went along with YouTube. And plus, I was comfortable with just dealing with fragrance brands, them sending me, sending me bottles and partnering up with me. I was cool with that. I didn't understand that there was another level to it, right? And to be honest, nobody in the fragrance community is trying to tell you how to compete with them. So they're not going to tell you how to make money, how to make your channel better, and there's no fault to anybody that didn't do that. I really didn't know that it was a thing, and didn't even know to ask. So I'm not blaming or saying it was someone else's fault, but no one's out there telling you how to take money out of their pocket. Let's just be real, right? But with that said, if you rock with me, if you've been rocking with me from the beginning to right now, if you just start rocking with me for this year and you enjoy what I do, the fragrance reviews, the Uncle Mike skits, the sip and smells with my wife, the interviews with the fragrance companies, the visits to these fragrance boutiques. If you like that type of content, share with your friends, comment on the page. This is going to help me a whole lot. And with that money that I make from YouTube, I can put it back into my page, into my channel, get better lighting, get better equipment, get more cameras where I can do panels and kind of, do all the things that I do with my comedy into my fragrances. I see, I can't, and I will never try to compete with other, what we are now called influencers. Once again, look how it shifted. It was fragrance reviewers, right? We were fragrance reviewers, and now we're called influencers. And I get it. I struggled with that word for a minute, but I get it. But comparing my channel to them, and I'm just saying me doing it myself, there's no way I can compete with someone that knows how to, edit a film to make it almost look cinematic like they're in a movie. I can't do that. I know where I try. I'm going to try to do what I can do is deliver a message about how good the fragrance is, because at the end of the day, the entertaining part is why you watch, right? You want to be entertained, but you also want the information. Um, and I try to, mix it up, do a little bit of both. I'll try to be a little bit more personable, a little bit more comedic in my fragrance reviews, if that's something you want. Um, and that's another thing I want to ask you guys. Tell me what type of reviews you want, what type of content you want on this channel, because I don't want it to be solely about me anymore. I don't want it to be a selfish thing. I want it to be about you guys, because I think if I deliver what you want, you'll be a little bit more susceptible, to share my content on your social media platforms, talk about me in the streets, tell your friends about my channel, my pages, and ultimately support, He Smells Like Rome. My goal is to make this channel one of the biggest channels on YouTube, and I want to take it as serious as possible to do that. If I can, I'm going to try to put out 1 to 2 videos a week just so I can get the content out. I've been doing, once every other week, but I think that learning how YouTube works, I think I can do 2 videos a week, putting out either reviews or top 10s or, Q&As or whatever it may be. But I need to be able to support the channel. I need to be able to support He Smells Like Rome. And the only way I can do that, once again, is with your help. Feedback on what you want on my channel. I'm not asking y'all for no money. I'm not trying to ask y'all to pay and do any of that. If you want to give me money, I ain't going to stop you. You can go ahead and give me money. That's fine by me. But that's not my goal. I'm not asking you for that. All I'm asking is share the content on your social media platforms. Watch the videos from beginning to end, and the more traffic, the more interaction I get through the comments. And to be honest, I comment and I answer the comments and respond to them. Pretty much everybody. I don't think I miss, even if it's 30, 40, 50 people, I still do it. I want to be interacting with you guys, because you guys show me so much love, and it's crazy. Like, it's the 20 people that do, or the 10 to 15 people that constantly check my page and review, or not review, or just write comments and respond. I truly appreciate that. I'm not gonna sit here and say a bunch of names. You guys know who you are. Y'all rock me. And I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate that, because there have been times that I wanted to just give it up and say, you know what, I'm not doing any more fragrance review. I just collect and keep it in my personal life. But once I start thinking like that, one of you guys will hit me up like, hey, Rome, thanks for that fragrance review. Man, I just bought that for my wedding. I went on vacation with that fragrance. Man, I appreciate it. Y'all send me so much love, and it just gives me, a little bit of, uplifting spirit to continue going. And I know, I'm like, man, that's God right there. And once you feel like you're gonna give up, he kind of send one of his angels out there to lift you back up. And you guys are my angels. Y'all helped me through this journey. And 10 years in it, and I can't say only, because that sounds ungrateful. 10 years in this game, making fragrance reviews for 10 years. I thought I would honestly be at 100,000 followers at this point, 100,000 subscribers, excuse me. But that's not where, God wanted me at that point. Right now, I'm at somewhere around, I think, 3,000, and that's fine. I'm at 3,000. I'm going to keep putting this content out. I'm going to keep doing my best to deliver for you guys. Once again, that's what I ask of you, is to share the content, like the page, comment, interact with the videos, and tell me what kind of videos you guys want me to put out there, because we're going to get this page, like, it's going to be on the map. I got so many fragrance reviews that I wanted to show you guys. I got so many fragrances and fragrance companies that I want to show you, but I can't reach out to these companies without them knowing that they're going to get something back. My loyal fragrance companies that's been rocking with me for the last 8 years, they are companies that I picked up and brung to the fragrance community, right? I got them here by introducing you guys to Evanescence and Bodicea and a whole bunch of other companies. I don't want to brag. That's not what I'm here for. But they jumped on with me because they weren't popular yet, right? Now fragrance companies have the pick of the litter. They can do what they want. And they see my channel, even though I might put out some great content, they know it's not going to reach a whole, 15, 20, 100,000 people. The only way that could happen is if you guys share it with 10, 20 people 15 people 5 people 1 person If it's just that will get 10, 20, 30 more people subscribed to my channel. Y'all know how this thing works. I don't want to keep rambling on. If you can feel me and hear me being genuine and transparent with you guys, and if you rock with me, I know you guys are going to help support this channel, and I know we'll get to a level where I'm happy to say, or I can be happy to say, that my page is one of the most popular, one of the most important and talked about pages in the fragrance community, in the fragrance game, on YouTube, on all social media. I got faith. I'm going to pray on it. Keep me in your prayers, guys. And I appreciate, man, I can't tell you. I appreciate all y'all. All right? I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.